Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited today. This is my very first weekly meal prep that I have filmed. I have totally done this in the past, and this is something that really works for us. And I wanted to share it with you guys, some ideas for you for week one. And this did get us 5 meals, which is good, and we can both have them, me and my husband, or mostly it's for him because when he can just take it to work real fast or after the gym, that kind of thing. But yeah, I just thought I'd share with you what we do for a weekly meal prep. So first, going over the items that you'll kind of need is some chicken, broccoli, couscous, vegetable or chicken stock, some seasoning, butter, and some chopped onions dehydrated. I like those a lot. And we're just gonna cube up our chicken now. I'm using 5 chicken breasts, and like I said, this is gonna get us 5 meals. And this is where you can do this however you want, how much you want. And on the meals that I did make this time, I made 4 that are pretty much identical size, and then 5, the 5th one was a little bit bigger than the rest. And I just kind of like to do that too, because then you have one, if you're feeling like extra hungry, you've got that bigger one. I don't know, but you can do this however you want. So cube this up. That's gonna make it easier too when you do just reheat these meals. You're not gonna have to worry about like bringing a knife and cutting it up to eat it. It's all ready to go. So that's why I do it this way. So then you're gonna season up your chicken, put it all back in the bowl, and add any kind of seasonings you want to this. I'm using Mrs. Dash, the onion and herb one. I love these seasonings. I think they're really good. They're salt-free and they taste really good. I'm also gonna add some of the dehydrated onions. I really like to do this as well, the chopped onions here. And when you cook it up, they kind of almost like rehydrate, and it's like having just regular onions in it. I like it. So however you wanna do this though. Also gonna add some everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's. I like this as well. Just put a little bit of that in there. Give it some flavor. And guys, you can do this however you want, whatever seasonings you like. I'm gonna use, this is kind of my trick. I'm gonna use some cooking spray, very little. I mean, kinda, And I'm also gonna add, sorry to not show it, but a little bit of that vegetable stock into the pan. And this is kind of my method for not cooking with a ton of oil. And this is gonna help it not stick though. And this works for me. I think it's just a really good trick. And if you are kind of watching your weight a little bit or just trying to cut back on certain things, this is like a really good method that I feel like a lot of people don't even consider. They pour a bunch of oil on the bottom just for the sake of not having their food stick, which I totally get. But you don't realize how much you're kind of consuming of something you didn't even really know. So that's why I like to do it this way, and it kind of will boil up, and that will also rehydrate those onions, which again is something I like. But yeah. So we're just gonna let that start cooking away. This is honestly the part that's going to take the longest, and it really doesn't even take that long because we've also cut up the chicken. It cooks a lot faster. And then I just showed real quickly, I am steaming a big pot of broccoli. No method to the madness here, guys. Just broccoli and steaming that away. I'm gonna measure out my liquid for the couscous, and I'm using vegetable stock, and I'm measuring out 2 cups. You guys can use water for this. You can use chicken stock, you can use the vegetable stock, whatever you want. It's just you need your liquid, and I had this, and give it a little more flavor, why not? Gonna also add 2 tablespoons of butter, and guys, I'm just following the directions on the box. Like I'm not changing it up at all. So just follow your directions on your package. Gonna add that to a pot, cover it up, and bring that to a boil. It does not take long. Chicken should be about done now, but at this point, because of that liquid from the chicken, from the stock, I'm gonna let that, it'll eventually evaporate, and then your chicken will kind of brown up for you. At this point, you'll see that the liquid is coming to a boil. It's good for your couscous. You're gonna add 2 cups, or again, whatever your instructions tell you, but it's usually a 1-to-1 ratio. And you're gonna give it a little swish. Don't even have to mix it. take it off the heat, and it is done, guys. Let it sit for 5 minutes and you are good to go. Chicken is now basically done. All the liquid has evaporated, and I'm just browning it up a little bit more because I think it tastes better that way. But it is basically done as well. So this is kind of the 3 items you should have when all done. It's good. It's so simple. This did not take much time at all. I use an ice cream scooper, and the only reason I do this is just to keep everything a little bit even to make sure I have enough, but it's really, use whatever you want. And just add it into your containers, however much you want. It is good. This is such a such an easy, quick grab meal. We love doing this. It's something that does not take a lot of time. I highly recommend you guys do this, especially if you are, one, trying to be better about what you eat. You typically eat a lot of fast food due to laziness. I'm not judging, we've all been there. But this will kind of help that they're in the fridge, they're ready to go for you whenever you need. You're less likely to go out and get fast food or have something not as good for you. I love it. I think it's a great thing to do. If you guys like this, I can film this maybe weekly for you guys of different ideas, you know. Let me know, thumbs up if you like this. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Truly appreciate it, and I will see you soon.